Kris Jenner is a PR genius that she has managed to hide her pregnancy from the public gaze for a significant amount of time. But did you guys know that Kris Jenner can now in no way save her daughter Kylie from the Astroworld Tragedy controversy that has surrounded her and her boyfriend Travis Scott? To know more about this, make sure to stick to the end of this video. Kris Jenner has quite literally been an expert in keeping the image of the Kardashians clean in front of the media. Her active appearances before the media and her PR moves had led to the Kardashians being the heartthrob they are. But recently, something incredible happened that has changed everything about the celebrity's life. It has been over a month since the Astroworld tragedy happened, but the rumors and controversies that erupted following that night have not stopped till date. The tragedy made it to the headlines of various renowned and reputed channels and newspapers. That one fateful night is remembered with nothing but angst, even for the fans of Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. But what really happened that day? Well, on Sunday, a 9-year-old kid died in a medically induced coma after suffering significant injuries during the Astroworld Music Festival's crowd surge. The death toll has now risen to 10, with more people being hospitalized. Hundreds of people were injured when a catastrophe hit the sold-out Travis Scott event in Houston on November 5th. Hundreds of lawsuits have been filed against Scott and the Astroworld organizers by the families of the victims and injured concert-goers. Cries for aid were heard at 9:30 p.m. when excited concert-goers began pressing to move forward during Scott's performance. According to sources, when the tragedy occurred, over 50,000 people were present at the arena. 25 individuals were taken to the hospital and 8 people were pronounced dead on the scene. After the 1979 Who concert Stampede, which claimed 11 lives, it is regarded one of the deadliest crowd control disasters at a performance in the United States. The crowd began to surge towards the front of the stage, crushing persons in the front. According to witnesses and public safety officials, the audience began to push and rush towards the front of the stage for whatever reason, causing the people in the front to become squashed. They were unable to escape that scenario, said the witnesses. 2 contrasting crowd reactions were shown in 2 videos that appeared on the internet. In the first film, a girl approaches the cameraman who was live streaming the incident and demands him to stop, but she is pushed away by the staff. The second video that went viral showed a throng that seemed unconcerned about the incident and chose to dance over the ambulance, obstructing rescue efforts. According to netizens, one person stated that authorities had the ability to handle the situation but chose to ignore it, while the other said that uncaring audience unwilling to choose life over enjoyment. Some point the finger at the rapper, claiming that despite the emergency scenario, he did not halt the show. When he saw an ambulance in the area, he asked followers to raise their fingers just to see if they were okay in another video that went viral. The witnesses even claimed that Travis Scott resumed his singing after the incident took place. In a tweet after the incident, the rapper apologized to the people who were present in the concert for whatever happened that night. He even sent his condolences to the people who lost their lives. But when people started coming at him for not paying due diligence on that night and to have continued singing even after so many people got injured and few dead, he reacted in a rather shrewd manner. He claimed to have not known the intensity of the incident, which for him was the reason not to stop the concert then and there. Kylie Jenner got dragged into this controversy as she was too present in that concert with her 3-year-old child. She too took the same stand as her boyfriends and claimed to not have known the intensity of the incident. Ever since that night, no legal action has been taken against any of the organizers or the rapper himself for their negligence. They owe an apology for their negligence. Kris Jenner has tried to distract fans and the media from questioning the two of them directly. She has tried to play a number of PR stunts, but this time, people are not seeming to buy that. The intensity of the incident and the countless lives lost is much more important and concerning than believing Kris Jenner and her stunts. Kylie has been heavily criticized for putting up stories from that concert in which an ambulance is seen making its way through the crowd. But what is to be noted is that her boyfriend Scott is still seen singing while all this was going on. This shameful act brought a bad name on Kylie and Travis. It is also known that multiple police personnel tried to persuade the organizers to stop the show before it was declared a mass casualty event. Kylie has tried to defend Travis, all this while by claiming that they both got to know the intensity of the incident after the show ended, but this is not something all of us can buy. The lack of taking responsibility from the people who could have saved quite a handful of lives were so self-absorbed that they failed to take an immediate action. In one video, it is also seen that her boyfriend is seeing a dead body being carried away without him paying any heed to the incident. Some of the brands have taken back their partnerships with Kylie Jenner. It is believed that this one incident has cost her millions, as she has not only lost brand deals, but fans have started losing faith in her company's deal. Kris has started to ship her other daughter Kim with Pete Davidson. She is trying to distract the Kardashian fans to talk about this new love affair rather than about the Astroworld Tragedy. But this move of Kris Jenner has backfired, as no one is buying this PR stunt of hers and has rather started ridiculing for all of the Kardashians to be heartless and irresponsible. What people really need is for someone to take responsibility for what happened that night instead of them hiding their faces behind a well-cooked disguise. No one can forget that night, and fans have tweeted again and again that no matter how hard they try to distract the heat around Kylie, no one will believe it. Kris has now started to involve her grandchildren into the controversy. She has started a new TikTok account for her grandchildren that has successfully gained over 2 million followers in less than a month. The regular posts on that account might have distracted people who were active on TikTok, for those of us who believe in real life rather than social media, and have not seemed to forget that one tragic night. Kris has been trying her level best to stop people from talking about the Astroworld Tragedy, but that is seeming an impossible thing for her to do now. Until and unless someone comes out and takes responsibility for that night's tragedy, people are not going to stop talking about it. Fans and critics both are outraged at the disgusting politics that the Jenners are playing by using even their little children to distract the spotlight from Kylie. The families who suffered irredeemable loss at that concert can never live peacefully, while the real culprits are out there having the fun of their lives. Kris Jenner, after having played whatever tactics she possibly could have, must now be utterly convinced that she can no longer save her younger daughter from this controversy that surrounds her. Kris, even after being a PR genius, still feels helpless in a situation like this, where actual people have lost their lives, and she is still trying to cover this tragic incident up. So, guys, what do you think about the well-cooked romance between Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson? Do you think Kylie Jenner or Travis Scott will take responsibility for that incident anytime soon? Do let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.